Hello everyone, Vegas here from 21st Realism. I am excited to share a little project called 21st Door Breaching. So this is a new add-on that we are releasing to our community, and it serves a very simple purpose, to let you kick doors in, blow them down with charges, blow them open with shotguns, and it locks doors. So I found myself wondering, why are all the doors unlocked in Arma? Like you're clearing towns, and whether it's military or civilian, all the doors in Arma by default are unlocked, or the doors are like already swung open for some reason, which is not very realistic. In a combat zone, you'd have operators encountering locked doors quite frequently, which is one of the major components in training CQB. For soldiers, is how to break down a door, how to get through a barrier. Civilians would be hunkered down inside. You might have bad guys hiding in there too. So really, having all the doors, open and unlocked is just one of those things. So what this does, it's kind of several components. Part one is it goes around and it will systematically lock the doors randomly based on a percentage that we can configure. Now, this is from a little script by a developer called Sushi. I believe he developed the script back in 2016, so it's really a seldom recognized little library of scripts there that he's kind of built to do these different functions. But we've taken them and we've updated them and rolled them into our framework and made it part of our little add-on package here. So I'm going to cut to the chase and kind of demonstrate for you guys. So on Arma 3 buildings, you can go up to the door and scroll wheel and it's locked and you can't get in, and you can see it's got the little door jiggle animation, and this door is locked. So in this testing environment, all of these doors are locked, FYI, just to kind of demonstrate to you guys. But actually, in the field, you'll encounter randomly locked doors where some are locked and others are not. But in this environment, they're all locked. So you're presented with a couple different options when you get to a locked door. Okay. Option A is you can put a breaching charge on the door. Option B, you can blow it open with a shotgun. And option 3 is you can actually kick this thing open with your boot, which looks like this. All right, and it's got a nice little sound effect that I mixed for y'all. And just to show you what that looks like, not kicking a door, you can execute it anytime you want. Boom! Look at that. All right, and this by default is set to your tab key. However, we've added a little add-on menu through CBA's framework, so you can configure this key to whatever you want. You just go to Controls and go to your Configure Add-ons, and you'll see 21st Door Breaching is the top one. And you can rebind this door kick function to whatever you want. All right, so tab is probably not the most convenient key for a lot of you guys, but I think it's a pretty good default one. It's right there where your hand would be, easy to hit. So if you're using that for push to talk or something, maybe reconsider. But you can rebind it to whatever you want. So the other cool thing is the sound effect only executes when you make contact with the door. So as you can see, as I'm kicking, nothing's happening. But if I approach a door and make contact with it, the sound effect plays. And there you can see one of the other flaws is that some of the doors, they swing outward as opposed to in. So you just kind of have to deal with that sometimes, is it's going to swing outward. There's no fix for that. It's just the way that Arma is. A lot of the doors, oddly enough, open outwards, like they're pull open doors. They open towards you, which is kind of weird, but there it is. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to demonstrate the demolition charge as well. I can't get through there, so I'll put it on this door here. So the demolition block, this is not changed. This is another mod that we just happen to be running. But go up, see if the door's locked. Door's locked. I want to put a charge on it. Go to my explosives place, breaching charge. Go to up to the door here. Boom. Place that bad boy on there. And let's set a nice little clacker. Get some distance. Now, these things are not supposed to damage the structure. They're just supposed to blow the door down, you know, as opposed to like a C4 would probably blow the front half of this building off. But as you can see, if I go ahead and execute, and the door is open. Okay, so that is your option B. Arguably not as cool as the door kicking, which we can watch in slow motion here. Ooh. And I might be a little far back from the door, but boom. Hey, look at that. And bring your weapon back up to breach the door. All right. Pretty sweet. Obviously, the closer you are to the door, the better it looks, although you can be, you know, arguably a little farther away. Whenever... Really, it's based on the range you get the open-close door function normally in your scroll wheel. Okay, so option C is you can grab the handy-dandy shotgun. Now, this is configured to the RHS shotgun, the M590A1 long. I guess there's a short variant. We could look at that, but this should work with buckshot or slugs. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Head over to this little locked door. And this is where I think we're going to have a lot of fun breaching. So, go up the door, door's locked, and shoot that thing open. Oh yeah. Pretty fun. Not going to lie. Again, I still think the kick, it's a lot more fun. But the shotgun's pretty freaking cool, too. I'm not going to lie. You could do both. You can kick a door open and shoot the next one. I'm probably having too much fun right now. Alrighty, so one of the other things I want to show you guys real quick is with these older buildings. This was a concern that one of our other members brought up. He said, well, what about the old buildings? Like the ones ported over from Arma 2 and Cup that you see on Takistan and all those classic maps. Well... It still works with all those buildings. It should, in theory, work with any door in the game. The only difference is that these guys don't have a little locked animation where it jiggles a handle or anything. That's just because they're, you know, from an older game. They're ported over. So I try to open this door. No animation. I can shoot the thing open. All right. It's the same deal on these ones. You know, kick it open. And kick it open. Alright, so that is 21st door breaching. I'm really excited to test this thing out in the field and hear some feedback from our players of how they are liking this mechanic. This should be pretty fun to play around with, and I hope that it adds a little bit more realism to the breaching in Arma, and you know, kind of gives that breacher role in a fire team a bit more to do. You know, if you're on point, you got to kick the door open while your buddy throws a flashbang and then you push into the building. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so this is Vegas with 21st Realism, signing off.